Hi loves, just give me one moment. So I wanted to get on live to talk about my lessons and successes and let you know what's coming up. Hi boo. And because unfortunately every single time that I try to post a long video on Instagram, they never let me upload it all the way. So I was like, let me get on live and let you guys know what's going on with me, what has been going on for the last 3 months, and show you some new necklaces that I have and let you know what's coming actually on Friday and Saturday, because I'll be in Colony Center on Saturday. Hi love, how you guys doing today? My baby is in Head Start, so mama got a lot of free time on her hands, so I can just focus on business for hours. I'm in heaven right now. And that's why I wanted to get on live and talk to you guys. Hi, love. I'm gonna let a few more people come on before I get started. How you doing today? It is freezing in New York. I think it might snow again today. I hope you guys are in some good weather. Besides me and Kima, we're feeling this weather right now. I'm gonna give it a few more minutes, guys, and then I'm gonna get started. Because I have some real good lessons, successes, and some new products I'm gonna show you guys. So just give it a few more minutes. And then we're gonna get started. How are you guys? And I'll make sure that I keep this video so that you can look back on it. And it should be about 20-30 minutes I should be on, and then I'll upload it onto Instagram. So if you can't stay the whole time, that's okay. You can review it later. All right, let me get started. So successes and lessons. Interesting enough, because of COVID, I was deemed non-essential as an administration because I work with kids. So it took us much longer to open back up. And because of that, unfortunately, a few sites closed down. Hi, love. So being not only a new author, but also before this, I was a web designer since I was 11. As far as a side business was concerned. So from 11 to 28 years old, I was building websites for small businesses and nonprofits. Hi, babe. How you doing? So being non-essential was not going to hold me back at all. Something told me, like, you need to start a new business. So I had to figure out what it was I wanted to do. And while I was promoting my book for the last year, I've been using sage crystals for many years. And something told me, since everyone kept coming to me and telling me, hey, can you come help me sage my house? Where do I buy sage from? Where do I buy crystals? I got enough of those questions that I started to think about, okay, how can I find suppliers so I can sell this stuff instead of recommending other businesses to my friends and family? So that's really how Her Love Collection started, me being the go-to person for all my friends and family. But interesting enough, when about 3 months ago, my sister started actually selling masks, and she had like a little table outside of a store, and I was like, this is awesome that people are like coming up and buying your mask. We should see about being vendors at local events. And since in New York everything started to open up, upstate New York, not New York City, we started to book like flea markets, and lo and behold, like I would like leave the table with at least $150 to $300 for just being there for 6 hours. My sister, because she's selling masks, of course, and it's essential, she's leaving the table with hundreds of dollars at an event. So I'm like, we're on to something here. Let me just build a website, get things started, and start booking more events. So I would say that big success is vendors, because when you go to a table, all you have to make sure is, one, that you don't have competition around you. Me being a crystal jewelry business, yes, there's jewelry vendors at the flea markets and things like that, but they don't have crystals, so it was unique. There are people who do soaps, and there are people who are also do candles, but not crystal candles. So I would recommend that you do vendors, because that's guaranteed money for your hours. I think the most I've been at a vendor table was 9 hours, and I've made the most at festivals. So we done flea markets, we done farmers markets, and we done festivals. And so next year I plan on doing a lot of festivals, because that's where the money is. And what's been interesting too is that I get a lot of back and forth from my customers. Hi, love. How you doing today? At the vending tables. Hi, love. So we can talk about crystals, we can talk about sage. People can tell me back and forth what they want as far as the crystals is concerned. And that's what I love about being a vendor at a table. And being able to make, at least from the minimum I've ever made was like $75 to $300 for a couple hours. That's not bad at all, especially when you have to do so much work online for you to make sales. So it's nice that every Saturday I had it booked, either a flea market, a farmer's market, or a festival. And last week was the first week that I did not have anything booked, and I felt it. I was like, oh gosh, one, I'm home bored, and two, I could be making money right now. So of course I'm going to be in Colony Center Mall this Saturday from 10 to 7. It's going to be a long day, but good money, really good money, and good feedback. So what I usually do is I split the space with like my sisters. So I would recommend, if you wanted to do vendor tables and to keep your costs low, to team up with another local business. I found my vendors in Facebook groups. So they have, like, for New York and 518 vendor groups. So I go on Facebook and they'll tell you maybe you need to fill out an application and how much to pay, where to pay, and then they'll tell you when to show up and where you're going to be at. So it's simple, it's easy, and on top of that, it's guaranteed money for the day. So I've heard other vendors talking about it's a waste of time, but I think if you do your homework and you make sure that you're not sitting next to one of your competitors, you're good to go. And make sure that you also know your product, because we can spend anywhere between 10 to 20 minutes talking to one customer about a crystal, and also other people are coming up to the table asking questions. So it's just about customer service and knowing your product, and you will make money. Again, like I said before, the people who just came on, my sister does masks. She makes hundreds of dollars at vending tables, obviously because it's essential. And me, I make anywhere between 75 to like 350 so far at a table. So let's see, got my little notebook here so I can keep track. IG, I love Instagram for a lot of reasons, because one, you can build a following way faster than Facebook. All my traffic comes from Instagram, but there's a few things you got to know when selling your products on Instagram. You have to have great photos, videos. You got to post way more than one time. Getting on video is the best thing to do so that people can talk to you, because when you're at the vendor table, they see your face, they see the product, they can smell the product, they can touch the product, they can ask questions right then and there for you. So the vending table, being a vendor at a table, is way easier to make a sale than it is online, unfortunately, because the fact that, hi love, you can't use all of your senses when you are purchasing. So it's your job to sell and make sure that you explain everything about the product as best as you can online. But Instagram has been a blessing as far as my online sales. I've been almost 50-50 between being a vendor and then being online. So I would recommend that you take really great photos. I would recommend that you get on video, and I would recommend that you follow people who are in your niche and make sure you have a conversation with them and build a relationship with them. Another thing is big online is pricing, and also being a vendor is pricing. When I'm a vendor, unfortunately, depending on the situation, like being a farmer's market or a flea market, people kind of want to haggle you for prices, which is understandable. They want a good deal. So sometimes you have to come down on your price. Sometimes you have to throw something in for free. So you have to make sure that your profit margin allows you to do so. With crystals, it's way different than being an author and selling books. It's way different than being a web designer. The profit margin is amazing for me, for my suppliers. So I can haggle. I can give deals to people who come to my vending tables. So when you're online, my recommendation is to go on Etsy. If you have like a jewelry business or selling resin or home products, go on Etsy. You'll see on Etsy that how many sales they got when you search for that specific item, and you will see what they price it for. So that way you can kind of see, okay, if they have a piece of jewelry that I want to sell and they are selling 10,000 of them for $10, then you see somebody with $20 and they have 20 sales, obviously you know that you need to be priced close to the $10. That's how I do my research with Etsy, because it's a huge marketplace and a lot of people are buying from there. So it's a good way for me to figure out how can I be competitive with my pricing. And just so you're not way off left field. Another thing that helped me for my future is actually setting up my Facebook pixel. Setting up my Facebook pixel is going to help me retarget people who are coming to my website. Unfortunately, you have to get a lot of traffic, at least over 1,000 within the week, before you can start retargeting. But setting that up from day one, I'm allowed to see who's coming to my website, which pages they're coming to, who's going to the cart, who's actually abandoning their cart, how many people are doing that, and then how many people are purchasing, of course. So setting up a Facebook pixel, please YouTube it on how to do that and set that up. Sorry for my lighting. The sun is going like in and out everywhere. So another thing is wasting money on ads. That's one of my lessons. In the beginning, I wasted a lot of money on ads, unfortunately. And I don't think it's worth it at all to do ads, like promote a post at all. It makes more sense for me to sit there and go to everybody's page, make a comment, interact with them, or DM them and introduce myself and offer a discount, because Instagram is still going to allow that person to have your feed on their page, and that's for free. Another thing is affiliate marketing, me starting that out, actually offering 20% commission for anyone who has a following, who's interested in promoting my products, and they're promoting it so that they can get a sale. They get a sale, they get 20% commission. Is way better than wasting money on ads. I've had too many months and too many hundreds of dollars trying to promote, hoping to get sales online, and I've learned that $100 and all that promotion was not how I made sales. How I made sales was being personable, showing up, introducing myself to people, talking to them, being interested in who they are, being interested in what type of crystals they like, talking to them online. The same thing you do at a vendor table is the same thing you should do online. It's a lot of time, and people would love to sit here and throw $200 or $500 to an ad and then make $5,000. But unfortunately, until you really know who you're targeting and you have a system in place, you're not going to be too successful, because you need a cold leads, you need a target, a ad for a cold lead, you need a ad for a warm lead, and then you need an ad for a hot lead. What I mean by that is the warm lead, you want them to make another purchase. They made one purchase, you want them to make another one, so you want to retarget them. A hot lead, you want them to make more purchases. They made one or two, and now you want to give them a great deal. So people have this like strategic thing going with ads where they have like 3 or 4 different ads going, depending also on the item they have ads going, so they're more targeted. It gets complex, so complex. And when you're first starting out, you don't need to be worrying about stuff like that. You need to be building relationships, providing customer service, and you will get plenty of money by doing that. And that's great for the beginning. And then as you build your rapport, you're going to get more comfortable, and then you're going to put money in ads. So that's a big lesson I learned in the beginning of wasting my money, wasting my time on ads, because ads didn't never ever made me money. It was really me just putting myself out there, talking to people, and being personal and providing customer service. So another thing is inventory. Big lesson, inventory. Because I'm doing vendor tables and I'm also running an online business, sometimes what happens is I'm at a vending table, I'm tired by the end of the night after sitting for sometimes even 10 hours at a vending table, and not coming home straight away, or while I'm there taking off the items off the website. So then someone buys something, and then I'm like, dang, I'm out of it. I have to hurry up and buy from my supplier. So Shopify has a great POS system, so you can actually update it while you're there at your vending table if you're not busy, you have downtime. If you're lucky for that. If not, then you could be in your bed at the end of the night doing it. The great thing about my suppliers is they ship to me within a week. And the great thing about my website is I ship between 7 days to 14 days. I gave myself 14 days just in case I sell out of something at a vending table and I need to hurry up and re-up my orders and get it to someone. So I got a weekend for them to get it to me, package it up, and get it to you within 2 to 3 days. So that gives me plenty of time, and I'm still making sure that I'm getting to you way before 14 days, because that's really what I want to do. Is even if I promise you 14 days, I really want it to you within at least 10. So inventory is huge. Making sure you have things available for your customers that's online is big. It's great at a table. If you sell out, you sell out. They'll start looking at other stuff on the table. They don't mind that at all at a vending table, because it's not like you can go home and re-up when you're at a vending table. So I hope that if you have been on here so far that you actually take some notes, and on top of that, if you have any questions, put it in the comments. I'm gonna answer them. Whether it's a replay, you can put it in the comments on the replay and I'll answer them through text. But it's been a great 3 months. I've made my money back. I put $2,000 into my business for my savings. My first month I made $881. My second month I made $1,200, and my third month I made $800. So I did not have 2 events this past month. However, because we are going into November and December, tables are way more expensive. Like, we're going from a $20 to $65 table to a $200 to $275 table. But that's because it's shopping peak season. But of course, I'm saving the space I'm sharing the space with my sister, so I'm not paying the full $200, which is great. So we are actually going to be at County Center Mall on Wolf Road, Albany, New York, of course, this Saturday, the 7th. Black Friday weekend, the 28th and 29th, that Saturday and Sunday, will also be there. I'm going to have some deals going on Friday for Black Friday, and Cyber Monday, of course, for you guys. And if you are local, please come see me on Saturday, because I have some new products coming. So of course I'm getting more green Avertine, more clear quartz points, but I'm also getting a mixed tumble of crystals, so you'll have many different crystals there at the table. I'll also be putting them online on Friday. Also, we're having chakra sets. So you guys were talking to me about chakras and wanting all the stones for them. So I will be having some on Friday, but I'm having a lot for Black Friday weekend. As well as Black Friday weekend, I'll be having pyramids, and earrings, some more necklaces, and of course my adjustable rings. I have been playing around with packaging, really narrowing down how I want my packaging. The sage packages are going to be different. There's some really pink packages that I'm going to be having for it with a Ziploc, so that it keeps everything fresh. And I have some necklaces here that I want to show you guys. So let me move my camera. That I know you guys might have seen on the website. Like, here is Agate necklace. It comes in different colors and also a few different sizes. And we also have our beaded bracelets. At first I had these only for men, but when I was at my vending table, a lot of women wanted them, so I am just selling the sets for men and women. Of course I have, let me bring this closer. We have the black tourmaline necklace. Some of them come very short, some of them come long. I have everything already packaged for you guys, so when it gets to you, no one has touched it due to COVID. So I have the black necklaces, and also I have the silver. So you have that option. The sets come together, but you can also buy these individually. Then we have our clear quartz. That is the stone that I have on today that I absolutely love. It's the Master Healer stone. Now, selenite was actually requested from a young lady who came to Colony Center Mall for me, and she wanted some selenite, so I actually purchased this pendant. Of course, it comes with the black necklace or the silver, and they're all long like this as well, so they would dangle how this one does on the mannequin. And then we have our citrine, which is also my November stone. So you can see, I just want you to see that yellow gold color, brown. So these are the sets that I do have online. You can buy them together, they'll come in a box, or you can buy the bracelet and the necklace separate. Again, I have them coming to you in plastic. Once they come from the manufacturer, I put it all together and plastic it up for you so that it's not touched by anyone due to COVID. So we have a couple necklaces, agate, black tourmaline, clear quartz, selenite, and citrine for you. You guys have any questions, please feel free to DM me or email me at any time. You have any complaints, please feel free to DM me or email me, because I will get something out to you if anything happens, like a necklace breaking or God forbid or anything like that. I just want to make sure that you guys know that I have an open door. I'm not going anywhere, and my goal is to actually have my own, let me go back here, my own storefront. I'm already manifesting that. I want my own storefront in Troy, New York. So yes, I'm definitely not going nowhere. People start businesses and then they are nowhere near to be found after a couple months. That's definitely not what's going to happen with Her Love Collections. I'm improving on my packaging. I'm improving on what to provide you guys. Every single time someone tells me that they want chakra necklaces or a certain stone or a certain bracelet, like having king and queen bracelets, I will actually be making those this Friday, and I'll be posting those as well on the website, and it will be available in the mall when you come see me on Saturday at Colony Center Mall. I listen, I'm going to provide. And so I thank you guys for your time. I'm going to put this recording on my feed so you can rewind and ask any questions you might have. If you're more of a one-on-one person, just DM me. I appreciate all you guys coming on and staying with me. That is my successes, that's my lessons, that's what's happening now and what's coming. And I plan on doing another live next Monday around the same time, because I really want to give you guys some details on the pre-Black Friday sale. So you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you again soon.